day 2 of the shoot was supposed to be a Wendigo-like character. I remember Tamara and I sitting for her birthday in this club and in pitch black dark drawing a character which is inspired by Wendigo, and we still have that whole character drawn and made and just waiting to be born, but it would involve some technical things that we didn't do in time, and the fact that it's summer and the nature is beautiful just simply excluded a dark character such as Wendigo, you know, which we will shoot one day during the winter in some forest covered in snow and mud and shit. Whatever. It's a dark character. It needs a dark and fucking environment. And we found ourselves, once again, it's not the first time that I go to take a shoot there. I actually did a shoot last summer for my shaman project. There was actually a video that was an aerial video, but it went completely south because the branch where we rigged our silks snapped and it just soaked me into super cold water, like waist deep, and just didn't turn out very well. So I never published that, but I went to the scene of the crime, back to the scene of the crime, and to do this new character, which we had no idea how is it gonna turn out. So we sat while we were, you know, in the process of making the costume, Tamara, Alex, and I, and we decided to do, since, you know, we couldn't just do a completely nature inspired character, since my hair color is, for once, very urban and very vibrant, and I did not want to wear a wig for the character, since initially we thought about doing some acrobatics and everything, and then we decided to just use Alex's old dreadlocks to just incorporate them in my hair, and that would be the hairstyle, and with a lot of other things, you know. And some of the details that I brought were very urban, but the materials for the clothes were very you know, even medieval, and, you know, just, you know, for a nature creature, for a fantasy creature, which is from some past time. And then we decided to just take what we have and start the process of design from scratch, like 2 days before the shoot. And it turned out that with all the things that we had to work with, this very interesting character would emerge, because it seems that the more we strive for the future and get industrialized and everything is, we're near, you know, future. And I personally can't wait for the future to start. I'm a sci-fi fan. I'm a fantasy fan generally, but I really like sci-fi. I watched Fifth Element at least 600 times when I was a kid. I know dialogues by heart. And you know, a lot of movies are actually talking about that, how in the future we're all expecting the apocalypse. We will go back to our tribal roots, and that festival culture, which is like an unborn child of hippie culture from the late 60s, is taking over the world. We seem to be more tribal the more futuristic and sci-fi we are, and we decided to make a mix of industrial and tribal, from future and past, and put it in the middle, in the center of the apocalypse. So, like, we took Tammy's boots and we found a gas mask, and those vibrant colors that I had on, combined them with the costume that I sewn like 2 days before the shoot, which kind of maybe reminds of some of the costumes from the new Mad Max, you know, those women that are like breeding women? I don't know, I forgot the name of their particular class. But since the initial makeup was, it was the idea to do this earth tone kind of skeleton makeup that's made completely out of shadows for the Wendigo character. I really badly wanted to stick to skeleton makeup, so I did something very much like a female version of Baron Saturday, with a Tim Burton twist. You know, with the lines that I did with an eyeliner at the end were it gave it just that Burton-esque, you know, it was, you know, that twist that I liked in the end. And since, you know, my hands were untied to do whatever I wanted, I decided to make the structures for the bones that are on the mandible, that like just go down, to make them 3D. So I use it with scar wax, and to make this little like bone thing here, which would probably represent a body modification, as well as the teeth, because, you know, in 50 years we don't know what kind of body mods are going to be completely common. For once, me having tattoos and piercings might seem uncommon for the generations of my parents and my grandparents, your parents, whatever, you know, we're all in the same shit here. But in 50 years, something completely outrageous for today's standards might be very common. So having like vampire teeth and skin implants and everything, you know, just might be a part of the future and the tribal culture that we are all gonna go back to, probably. I don't know, I'm not Nostradamus here, but I'm not just predicting anything, that's just the way that I'm thinking about of the future. So and oh, another thing that I really thought it would complement the makeup was doing the bones on the nose, making them 3D. In the end, you know, it turned out better than I expected. It was a character that we completely spontaneously gave birth to. Like in the last minute of packing before we took the field trip, I decided to bring the crown that I used for a party. I don't know, I made that crown like in half an hour. Just the crown was such a big deal. Alex put some feathers in my hair, and just, you know, the way, you know, he styled it fitted perfectly in the crown, and the crown itself has feathers that were in color with the necklace that I had, and everything just fitted perfectly. I wanted to go with both blind eyes, but then I thought I'm just gonna make one blind eye so I can like move, you know, move around since the terrain was rough. The shoot itself was an awesome experience. Ice cold water running down from a waterfall on a mountain, and in some of the pools there were actually leeches, so it was risky going in, and that even brought more adrenaline for me. And Tammy and Alex had to wear like fishing boots, and that was hilarious. And Tammy's poses for taking pictures are, you know, a thing that we really need to admire her for. You know, she's literally doing yoga here to get a good angle, and I love it. Yes, since, you know, I was inspired by the new Mad Max. I think that was an interesting addition, bringing fire gear and doing some fire dance, you know, as a part of a ritual that might have been possible in that place, which is the last human sanctuary in the ongoing apocalypse. You know, we just imagine that everything around us was destroyed and that people are running and trying to find their sanctuary, their little piece of heaven in there, and, you know, just hope that human race will prevail in the end. A lot of people were like stopping us to take photos with us, and it was amazing. And in the end, because that wasn't enough, you know, like that wasn't enough fun, we decided to go on a country fair with me dressed like that. And the funny thing is, while we were shooting Duality, Stefan, our host, made fun of me for talking all weird with vampire fangs. And we wanted to make a video of that to document it, but we never did. And then, now since I wore the same teeth for this shoot, my talk was also like bloody hilarious. And I went around the fair, and I actually have footage of me explaining what is what and trying to eat with that, and just, you need to see it.
Mačkice?
Da ulazim u bašu, šta će...
I sad pras. A vatra?
Kolektivča.
Ma za jedno. Da, teramo da te spališ. Ajde šabo bušno.
Ti snimaš?
Da.
Snimaj.
Samo snimaj fati. Samo snimaj fati. A što ja snimam gaće, čarape, brusovi, gume.
Da, kurac, ja neću moći da gledam sad odeću za sebe.
Hoćete stakuri? Hoćete ribice? Evo ti ribice. Hoćeš zavese. Da, evo ti. Tehnika. Gaće opet. Kakvi su fluorescentni brusevi. You can't see jizz on those. Dečja konfekcija. Kroksice. Obavezan dečja.
Gde su kreku?
Eto kroksice. Barbik.
Da, brate.
Da li si se ismara? Neki korset tamo. Deka. Džabidže. Eto još kroksica. Konopci, jaki. Čarape, gaće, 4 komada za 20 dinara. To nema nigde.
Novi kale, gospodar vremena. Te, brate, te.
Kakve zube imaš? Mnogo dobro. Znaš kako jedem pljeku s njima? Ja, to su me žigosali, ja da ti kažem. Kako teško? Žigosali!
So that was our favorite child so far. We love this character. It happened so spontaneously and it was amazing. I had a lot of fun in the post-production and, you know, photo editing and everything, and we will also, if we need to, do that character again for whatever purpose that we may be asked for. So once again, if you like this character and you would like us to present it on whatever, let us know, contact us, and CVA team will be at your service, and we will bring Apocalypto to your front door to scare your children or loved ones or grandma if you really want her to die and inherit her, and I'm gonna go to hell for this. So that's it for video number 2. Stay tuned and see you soon.